Hi, I'm Dixie. I'm laying on everyone's toys. I'm gonna take a nap here so they can't play with them because I own them all. What do you say about that, Harley? Hi, this is Neil from Neil's on Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Buy some silver and some platinum. And be kind, helpful, and grateful because it's better than being a jerk. And here comes a report about Francois being given the boot from Niger, the place in Africa where they get their uranium. Dun dun dun! Power problems for France in the next couple of years. Here you go. Here's the report. Coming to you live from Niels on Dynasty.
Of diplomatic tensions, Niger's junta has taken a bold step by ordering the departure of the French ambassador from the country within 48 hours. This stunning development was unveiled through an official press release issued by Niger's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation on Friday, sending shockwaves across international corridors. The junta's decision to revoke the accreditation of French ambassador Sylvain Et has been attributed to a series of actions deemed contradictory to Niger's national interests, underscoring the severity of the situation. The junta's decision follows the French ambassador's alleged dismissal of an invitation from Niger's Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation, an action that has fueled tensions between the two nations. Along with France, the German and Nigerian ambassadors have been issued an ultimatum mirroring that directed at the French ambassador. This significant move, requiring their departure from the nation within 48 hours, has injected a new layer of complexity into the already tense diplomatic landscape.
Okay, I have to stop this here to inform you guys a little something if you don't know. They also expelled Nigeria and German ambassadors. That means that France was going to use those two ambassadors to negotiate some sort of agreement. So by kicking them out as well, that takes the level of seriousness to a higher level from my limited understanding of geopolitics in different parts of the world. But from my understanding, they're looking to be a sovereign nation devoid of any other control in their country is what it appears like. Let's go back to this news broadcast.
Separate letters were served to their respective governments, with each letter mentioning that they were expelling the envoys because they didn't reply to an invitation for a meeting on Friday from the ministry. The letters also stated that there were other actions taken by their governments that went against Niger's interests. The junta's decision to extend this ultimatum beyond the French envoy comes as a response to the mounting apprehension surrounding the impending actions of the West African bloc ECOWAS. The bloc's veiled threat of military intervention to rectify the recent coup in Niger has sent shockwaves throughout the region and beyond. In a swift response, the French Ministry of Foreign Affairs delivered a resolute message on Friday night, firmly rejecting the junta's demand. The ministry's statement emphasized that the military government lacks the authority to issue orders for the withdrawal of French diplomats from the nation. This stance, as reported by AFP, underscores the gravity of the situation and the widening divide between the junta and France. Initial reports indicated that the U.S. ambassador had received a similar request to depart. However, Niger's foreign ministry later clarified to the U.S. government that the letters circulating online, which called for specific American diplomatic personnel to leave, were not officially issued by the ministry. A spokesperson from the U.S. State Department confirmed, saying that no such request had been made to the U.S. government. France's significant presence in Niger, housing 1,500 soldiers, has played a crucial role in supporting President Bazoum's efforts against the persistent jihadist forces that have posed a threat to the country for an extended period. Similarly, the United States has maintained a presence with approximately 1,000 military personnel within the nation's borders. Earlier on Friday, the West African bloc ECOWAS urged Niger's coup leaders to rethink their position and emphasize the need for a return to civilian rule. They made it clear that the option of using force was still on the table. While the generals behind the coup proposed a 3-year transition period, ECOWAS demanded an immediate return to constitutional order. As delegations continued to travel to Niamey, ECOWAS reiterated its focus on negotiations. Meanwhile, defense chiefs are getting ready for a potential legitimate use of force to restore democracy if necessary. This situation emphasizes the ongoing diplomatic efforts and the potential for significant actions to ensure the stability and democratic governance of the region. As the situation in Niger unfolds, it raises crucial questions about the implications of the ultimatum issued to expel the French ambassador. How might this diplomatic tension impact the relationship between the two nations? What could be the ripple effects on regional stability and global diplomacy? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Anyhow, there you go, peoples. Now, I have further questions because everyone's so lovey-dovey on this BRICS thing that I knew was a nothing burger. I have another interesting little, curveball to throw y'all. The reason why Putin wasn't arrested in South Africa is South Africa belongs to a coalition of African-based countries, and one of them said Putin needed to be arrested, so South Africa belonging to that other group had to follow. The groups that have joined BRICS, this actually makes them a bigger nothing burger if they don't square this shit away. They also belong to groups kind of like what South Africa belongs to, which complicates even further the ability of BRICS to do, or no, it complicates the ability of BRICS, or it complicates the ability of BRICS limited actions between each of the BRICS nations if they belong to other groups that don't have their same outlook with the group that they're in. It's very, very complicated. And instead of BRICS working the past 10 years to make it uncomplicated, they've done nothing. So that's why BRICS is a nothing burger. And adding all these other countries, everyone's like, yay, they're growing. Yeah, the paperwork's mounting. It was just 500,000 foot tall. Now it's about up to the moon on complications that need to be resolved before anything happens. Because for BRICS to be anything, all of the countries have to agree. Okay, and that's where the complications get in, because they all belong to different groups that'll make them have to not agree. So therefore, nothing will be done. So BRICS is even a bigger nothing burger, unless your psychology and your dollars go in a direction of the foolishness of people who think it's going to be something without really looking at it for what it is. But anyhow, enough of that. That's real deep in the geopolitical spectrum. But you really got to think about things, because it's all well and good that, countries that are like Egypt and Ethiopia are both in BRICS now. What they just brought into BRICS was two countries that want to go to war with each other. And they're supposed to cooperate. Wow, just like the China-India thing. They just complicated BRICS so much so. But anyhow, enough of my rant. You guys have a good night.